Hey, and welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show. First and foremost, thank you, each and every one of you. We are now at 65,000 subscribers on our journey to 100,000. So let's make that happen. If you like what you see, subscribe, and of course, like. So today I want to talk to you about Peter Navarro, the former economist, the director of trade under the Trump administration. Peter Navarro today is going to be leaving the prison and heading over to the RNC convention. So, as I would say, he's going from the big house to the shit house, which again is the RNC convention. But before we even get there, I want to show you a CPAC clip when he was just about ready to go in.
What is this thing? Lawfare, partisan politics by weaponized justice means. Let's look at what's going on. Democrats, Biden, Garland, and Smith, Bragg, James, and Willis, and a sizable chunk of the radical wing of the Democrat Party not only want to stop Republican Donald Trump from retaking the White House, they want this presidential titan, and I was there when he was that titan, and providential titan who kept our nation in prosperity and out of war for 4 beautiful years. They want him to die cruelly in prison. We must face that reality. If you don't believe they may well succeed, just look at my own situation as I stand before you on this stage as a former high-ranking Trump official, now just weeks away from a prison cell.
No, Peter. The reason that you're going to prison, or that you did your prison time, is because you were held in contempt of Congress for failing to provide information pursuant to subpoena regarding the failure to certify your participation in the refusal or the assistance to refuse the participation in the certification of the electoral votes. That's why you went away. And as it relates to the weaponization of the Justice Department against your titan, that's not accurate. What's accurate is right there. How Donald Trump weaponized the United States Department of Justice against his critics. It's a book that I put out at least a year before which you even ended up surrendering. So this bullshit started a long time ago, and you have been a perfect part of it for the Republican Party, for Donald Trump. And just know, you are not alone in those people who have, unfortunately, like myself, become incarcerated doing Donald's bidding. But look, before I even go on, I want to read an article about, or parts of an article about, what's happening today in terms of your release, again, from the big house and on your way off to the shit house, the RNC convention. So let me read that to you, and then you're going to get the rest of my reaction. So former Trump advisor Peter Navarro was released from federal prison Wednesday morning, that's today, after completing his sentence, listen to this one, Pete, on contempt of Congress charges. Navarro was convicted in September of 2 counts of contempt of Congress for refusing to provide testimony and documents to the House Select Committee that investigated the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. And for your refusal, for your contempt of Congress, you ended up serving 4 months in a low security facility in Miami. In testimony during Navarro's trial, former January 6th committee staff director David Buckley said the House panel had been seeking to question Navarro, that's you, Petey boy, about efforts to delay Congress's certification of the 2020 election, a plan Navarro dubbed the Green Bay Sweep in his book, In Trump Time. Let me be very clear about something. Pete, the stupidest thing that you could possibly do is to write about exactly what you did, talking about your participation in the failure to certify or the refusal to certify a free and fair election. That is the basis of our democracy. It's the basis of any democracy, a free and fair election. But not for you, not for the Republicans, not for Donald, not for this whole ideology that you are participating in. All right. I want to then turn around and say that over the course of the last couple of months, and it's obviously you've been away for 4 months, not a very long time. In prison, we call you a short timer. All right. What ended up happening as you would go to court and you delayed until ultimately you can delay no more, very much the Donald Trump plan, you started getting harassed by a series of people who were pretty angry with you for the various things that you did. So I want to show you this clip to remind you of exactly what we as Democrats need to do. We need to continue the pressure, not just on Peter Navarro, on all of these individuals that are surrounding Donald Trump, and not because they care for Donald. See, that's the funniest thing. It's not because they care about him. It's because they see him as a useful idiot, someone that they will be able to take advantage of, that they will be able to monetize the relationship, and it's all about the power. So I want to go to this clip of Peter Navarro being harassed, and then you'll hear my final reaction.
Right? Yeah, right. So here's the problem here. It's like, where's the CNN? CNN here? Is CNN here? Anybody want to own up to that? Here's the problem.
Hero.
Who's this? Come on.
Bro,
get me out.
You're already facing charges.
Yeah, I get it.
Go ahead and commit a crime.
So,
I've been here this whole time. Situational awareness.
Yes, okay.
Why?
I mean, you really got to love this lady. First and foremost, the dumbest thing that he could have done is to try to grab a hold of that poster. All right. That's a taking of her property. It could easily be another charge, but they don't think about it because they don't believe that the law applies to them. In fact, there was a case, it was called Galizia versus Schiller, where Trump had Keith Schiller go and grab similar type of a poster that was in front of 725 Fifth Avenue here in Manhattan. And a little bit of an altercation took place. Suffice it to say, Galizia ended up settling that case for some dollars. My point being, this is exactly what we have to do. We have to get into their face. We have to let them know that we are not running away from them, all right? That they do not control the narrative, because the narrative does not benefit Donald Trump. If you listen to the stuff that comes out of Peter Navarro's mouth, one thing that you will certainly understand, and you have to acknowledge, is that it's inaccurate. They're all lies. And that's what they do. They lie because they get a sheet from the Trump campaign, from Trump's people, on talking points. Notice how they all say the same thing, how they are all just kissing up to Donald, how they all bend the knee and kiss the ring for him. This is what he wants. This is what he likes. And so that is what they are willing to do. Trust me. I know, I've seen it, I participated in it myself. It is imperative upon us to continue to hold them accountable, not to allow them to lie. When he starts going after CNN, why is he doing that? He's doing it because that's what Donald Trump was doing. Now, all of a sudden, Trump likes CNN because CNN has become like Fox Light. It's almost to the point of unwatchable. So now all of a sudden they wouldn't be talking about CNN. They'd be talking about MSNBC or somebody else, or maybe the Michael Cohen show. My point being, we must remain vigilant. We must call out each and every one of their lies right to their face. And we have to do it on national television or on through any social media platform to get the word out again and again and again. That's the only way we're going to be able to combat the lies on their side, because their goal is to repeat the lies enough times that the lie ultimately becomes the truth. Let's not let it happen. Biden-Harris 2024. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.